A busy night and a busy few days. Allison, let's talk about this because the amount of rain that we're getting, we don't usually see.
Well, not in this short of a period of time, right? We're talking about several days where we're going to pick up several inches of rainfall. Some of us could get closer to a half a foot of rain once all is said and done on Sunday. We already picked up just under an inch since midnight at CVG. So we are talking about some heavy rainfall already has fallen, and moving forward, we're going to see more heavy rainfall here a little bit later on. So these are the last 24-hour rainfall total estimates from radar. So some spots in northern Kentucky even seeing closer to about 2.2 inches of rain, just depending on where you are in southern Boone County, areas of southern Kenton County. Certainly a possibility. Closer to downtown Cincinnati, radar estimating in the last 24 hours, we've picked up around an inch of rainfall. Closer to 2 for some spots, though, in Claremont County, Highland County, kind of that darker green color you see there. And we're not finished with the rain quite yet. We do still have some showers just draped along I-71 in northern Kentucky. A few areas of some light sprinkles in Brown County as well, just outside of Mount Orab. And here's our stalled out system. You notice that we start to see that stalled out front right down toward western Kentucky. So that's going to park itself over the region, which is going to lead to several inches of rainfall for areas of western Kentucky into central Kentucky, right around Lexington, part of why those Keeneland races have been postponed. And then here in greater Cincinnati as well, we will just see this rain pretty much on a conveyor belt moving into greater Cincinnati. And it's going to continue off and on from now all the way until Sunday morning. So we are still talking about picking up some additional couple of inches of rainfall on top of what fell last night and this morning early on. So throughout the rest of today, we will see some dry time. It's not going to totally be a washout of a day, but as we head into this evening, we will start to see more rain moving back into greater Cincinnati. That rainfall is going to be, I think, most widespread as we get into the evening and the overnight hours here tonight. So if you've got plans, if the kids have games or practices that are outdoors, I think necessarily our severe weather threat, that's very limited. That's looking quite low for us here. In fact, I would say most of what we're going to see for the rest of tonight is going to just generally be some rain, maybe some rumbles of thunder occasionally, especially further south. Now, as we go into the overnight hours here tonight, more moderate widespread rainfall will continue. At times, some breaks in the action early in the morning tomorrow, but then we start to see it picking back up. So we never really fully clear out any single day. As we get into Friday afternoon, Friday evening, more rain filtering back in. We'll see some more rainfall Friday night into Saturday morning, and then that will continue on from Saturday night into Sunday morning as well. So from now until Sunday, we've got weather impact days because of our rounds of rain that are going to last. Another 3 to 6 inches of rainfall looking to be possible, and that does not include what fell last night or earlier today. Now, just in, we've got the Ohio River levels in the Little Miami River and the Great Miami River. Those now looking to be a little bit higher. Now the Little Miami over at Milford forecast to hit that minor flood stage of 21.7 feet. At that point, we start to see some flooding between Main Street and the river over in Milford. And then the Great Miami River in Miamitown, that's going to reach into the moderate flood stage at 28.4 feet. At that point, we start to see some issues with homes over along the East Miami River Road. We start to see some issues with businesses and then areas covering different roads right there, right around Milford. As far as the Ohio River itself, it's going to crest on Sunday, or it's actually going to reach up to about 50 or so feet on Sunday. Kind of stays steady for a little bit. Looks like a maximum at this point is 50.5 feet. We will hit that on Sunday, might stay there for a little bit, but it reaches up to about 47 feet by the time we get to Friday evening. Currently, it's sitting around 33 feet, so that is going to rise. All of our rivers expected to rise very quickly in the next few days, so those basements, and if you live close to the rivers, pay close attention.
Allison, thank you so much. We appreciate it. A British startup